I am here tonight, Kurt Valenti with
Clubman.
Jimmy. What do you got? A little Jimmy Buffett shirt going on tonight.
No,
little light
not
blue.
Jimmy Buffett.
Little light
No,
blue.
no.
By the way, on the
Maybe-
screen, just on the screen,
Yeah.
you look thinner.
Okay.
I mean, we did move back. I don't know if that's what the
That's
problem
probably what it
is.
You know what? You would have said Night at the Roxbury, maybe, or something. The '90s. Zach
You
Morris.
look- you
but
look-
not Jimmy Buffett.
Little Jimmy Buffett.
No, there's no flowers to this.
Yeah, it's still
This shirt means a lot.
ready
It's
to
a good
roll.
shirt.
Ready to roll.
It's a
How
good
are you?
shirt. I'm good.
How are you? Lots to talk about.
Yeah. You still didn't fill that picture in.
No, I didn't fill that in. I'm waiting.
You better
I'm
wait a
waiting.
long
By the
time.
way, I got a couple of
Scenarios?
No, laughs about that picture. That they saw it live.
Well,
They said it was great.
it was great.
I'm just trying to think. There's probably nothing else that.
Oh, I
and,
can
and
find
you were
something.
egging me on and firing me up to get it, but everything else pretty much is safe.
Oh no.
Pretty much it's safe.
I will. I haven't looked at the whole wall. We'll see. So what's on
Okay,
the?
well, it's you have the whole night
I do
to get that.
What's on the agenda
I mean,
for this
you know,
evening?
I looked at agenda. A couple things. We got a Stanley Cup Game 7. We got Big Poppy.
You know that cup's Polish, right?
I don't know about that. I
It's
didn't know.
Stanley Kupolski.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cups in the house. So Game 7, little Subway Series. But how do we not start with NBA basketball?
Forget about.
I mean, how do we not?
The series, the injury takes precedent over the series. You know that.
By the way, Lou's breaking some news here.
Hey, he's
Basically saying Knicks are going to now aggressively pursue Kawhi Leonard.
Hey,
We're going to get into it.
where do you want to start?
Let's just start with the KD injury.
Okay.
What were your thoughts?
Here's my thoughts. When he went down, I thought it was the calf. Obviously, probably everybody did. I can't believe that one injury didn't affect another because it's all connected, you know. But he did the right thing by playing. Everybody cleared him. Let me. Don't interrupt me.
You said don't interrupt. I didn't even say anything. I'm
I
about
saw,
to. I'm about
I
to.
saw it. I know you.
By the way,
body
I got on
language.
the Alan
So
Hahn
you
show.
just
No,
interrupted.
listen, I got on the Alan Hahn show last night. And you could ask Jenny.
On ESPN?
On ESPN. I was the first caller.
Yeah.
I watched you listen to it because I was fired up.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't even let Alan Hahn speak last night.
Okay.
I was all over it.
Here's the thing. The team doctors cleared him. His doctors cleared him. He was all fired up, jumping off the stool, the bench, this
Dancing,
and that. Dancing.
dunking.
You know what? You couldn't predict what was going to happen. Now, if he re-injured the same injury, it's a little different.
But was it a calf? See, that's the thing.
No.
Was it a
You
calf?
can't do that. You have to go by what he said, what they said it is. So now he ruptured his Achilles. Okay, let's start from there. And I don't want you to talk as a Knick fan.
Okay.
I want you to talk as, this is so hard for you, as a normal human being.
Yeah.
What do? You're any team in the league,
Sign him.
so you're going to pay him to sit out a year.
Absolutely.
Okay, now what do you do if you're him?
I don't go back to Golden State. I'm going to say this, and this is why going back to your initial reaction of there was a lot of rumors of people complaining, saying he should be playing. You know, that
You know,
locker
fans.
room. I don't want to hear of the whole, the guy crying, oh my God, this is, you know what? I got into this with Jenny Hoops. Listen, you're the president of basketball operations.
He
You
said-
know what? Check it out. Make sure it's 100%. Now today Kerr's we would do things different. Something's
no.
going on there. Something's going on
But
there
they're
that's
all
not
involved.
right.
Durant's people involved in that too.
Right, but they're saying, he should have been playing.
All right, go
Why
back to the
isn't
question.
he playing?
Back to the question.
Right.
You're any team in the league.
Yes.
What-
Signing him.
Okay, and what if you're him?
I'm not going back to go.
No. What do you think? And the thing, not because you want him. Think if you're in his situation, what's the best thing you could possibly do?
The best thing you could possibly do is he's going to sign a max deal.
No, not true.
He's not going to opt in.
Why not?
Because he's not.
You're not going to get paid over $30 million
No,
to rehab.
no.
That's
because
ridiculous.
let me ask you something. See, this is where I totally disagree with you. Yes, he can go and get $31 million next year to rehab.
Right.
But just say just say, and again, as a Knicks fan, this is the last thing I want,
Right.
but just say the rehab don't go right. Golden State doesn't have to sign him.
Okay.
Now, if the Knicks sign him now, you're locked in for 4 years.
Okay, so your best case, if you're Durant, you want to resign, not opt in.
Right.
You want a 5-year deal with Golden State.
Right.
That's your best
But
scenario.
do you trust them? See, that's the
No,
thing.
you can't do that.
Of course you
if
can.
his people said he was clear also, how could you say my people? You can't have it both ways.
But this is where I disagree. See,
Why?
because everybody's talking like this is the worst injury in the world.
It's not.
But it's not.
But
Let's
big
be
men,
honest.
for big men, it's different.
But he's not a slasher. See, like when people
no,
go and
but
say, "Well,
it's
Kobe
not-
can come back."
It's not how you play.
He's a
It's-
7-foot jump shooter.
That's but you're not understanding that. Physically, to put pressure on that kind of injury as a 7-footer, I'm not talking about how he plays. His physical body, he might not ever be the same because. Let me
Okay,
finish.
but if he's not the same, but he's still.
That's why
but
you
he's
signed a
90%.
5-year
But he's
deal.
90% better than everybody else in the NBA.
You're not going to know that.
But it's worth a
That's
shot.
why you sign a Golden
But
State.
it's worth a shot.
If you're 90 or 80%, you got the extra year guaranteed, and you got a new arena.
Okay.
They're catering everything to him.
No, I disagree because
Because you're a Knicks fan. and
no,
you want
it's
it.
not. No, it's not.
And if
You
you're
know what?
foolish enough to pay him to sit out a year, and then maybe be 80% for another year.
First off, he's not. They're already saying now it could be February, March. He got the surgery already. I am going all in with him.
of course
That
he's
is
going
my
with the
plan.
surgery because
That is my
he's
plan.
a free agent.
That should
He's
be
not-
everybody's plan.
No.
There's no way any team should go now and say, I'm not going to sign him. I mean, you got to think about that. Then no one should sign Kyrie because he's got bad knees.
No.
Nobody should sign. You
He's
can go and get
injured right
everything.
now.
What's that matter? What's
He's
that
injured.
matter?
It matters a big.
Why?
So next year
but
you're
let me ask you something. I'll say this. I'd rather have him do it now than sign him and have him do it game 1 of next year.
Well,
So
either way, he's out
it's
of
not
year.
going to happen
Either
again.
way, he's out of
He's
year.
going to be stronger.
You don't know that.
But you don't know for anything.
Look at history of the last 15 to 20 years of Achilles.
Okay.
You had some that were fantastic, came back. Then you had some couldn't play again.
But it's Durant, and I think he's going to be so hungry. See, he had so many people talking from all year. It's not your team. You jumped the bandwagon.
Mentally-
You went there
Yes,
for
but
championships.
if they lose, he's going to want to prove they can win with him there.
It doesn't matter. But again, what they did. See what they
You're
did.
just a Knicks fan
Well, I
that
am
has
a Knicks
emotion.
fan, but
You're
Golden
not doing
State,
it. You're not
there's
thinking
no,
clearly.
How in the world they're already saying that he was, he was irate. His manager was irate. You have no idea what's going behind those deals. They're asking Steve Kerr, should he have played? Okay, ask the GM. There's nobody on the same page. They forced him to play.
They didn't force him
They
to play.
forced him to
His
play.
people listen. The guy makes more money
You're
out
being
of
called a
basketball.
Nick hater right now on the
Well,
air. So
No,
he is a
everybody.
Nick hater. Well, let me ask you something. Turn around. Turn around.
Yeah.
Because the guy couldn't throw. The guy couldn't move his neck. Peyton's done. You know what? They took the gamble, and what happened?
Right.
Best decision
but
that
he didn't sit
franchise
out a
made.
year. He played the first year they signed
Yeah,
him.
but he couldn't. But I'm saying he couldn't throw.
But he
couldn't
did.
throw.
You're not paying a guy 30-something million to sit on a bench. Not even on a bench. He's not even at the game.
It's still worth it.
No. it's
You're going to
not
get 3.5 years out of him.
No.
Still worth it.
2.5.
No, he's going to listen.
So even if he comes back and they have 12 wins,
Right, but you don't think
That's-
you're going to have
that's a
12
lost
wins.
year.
You're not going to have 12
Oh.
wins. So you're saying,
You know what I
Okay,
would
so
tell
wait,
you?
so you're saying you wouldn't touch Durant if you're any
if I'm
team?
Golden State, I touch.
No, any other team.
Golden State. That's it.
But why? See,
Because-
so why should no team do that? But you're going to give him a 5-year
Because Golden
deal.
State could win without him the 1 year he's out. You guys aren't winning without him.
No, not without him.
Right. They can win without him.
Yeah.
As sit down, relax. We'll take it from here for a year.
Okay.
That's why I would
But
sign
what-
him.
but you're
because
gonna-
he's worth more
But
in the
you're going to
future.
give him all that mega money.
Yes.
And now you got to pay Draymond. You got to pay
No.
Clay.
I pay
you got to
Clay
pay Curry.
and I pay Curry.
But
well,
you-
Clay's free agent.
But
They're
they're
gonna sign
never
him.
going to do. They're never going to go and say, "I'm going to take the chance on Durant and let Draymond Green go."
Oh,
There's no
we'll
way
see.
they would do that.
I think, yeah.
No
we'll
way.
see.
No
if,
way.
If Durant could leave Oklahoma City, Green could leave. Unless Green says, I'm not taking the max. I want to stay to win, because he's the fourth option.
he's
on
not.
that team. But he's the fourth option
But I
when
don't
Durant's
care.
in.
But you know how many? Every other team in the NBA would give him a max. Why would he stay?
Would you give him a max watching him play? Honestly,
Would I? I would know, but other teams would.
he's just like in Brooklyn.
I'll tell you this: I'm paying him triple than what I'm paying D'Angelo Russell.
I think
I'll tell
it's
you
the
that.
same. I think
No
it's
way.
two people
The
that
guy's a
would-
champion.
Yeah, but he's not a champion as the fourth guy.
I don't
You want him
care.
as your number
But
one
he's
or
a
two?
champion.
I don't
He's
want
a
him as
champion.
okay.
Lou agrees.
Let me ask you
Any
this.
of the teams is going to
You
offer
want
him a max.
okay? Let me ask you. Draymond Green. I will look at him in the same kind of player as a Charles Oakley.
Okay.
You would. Charles Oakley wasn't winning without the other guys.
But
But if Green goes to
but
somebody,
you're contradicting what you're saying. Every week you keep telling me those people are going to get paid because everyone's got money. You're going to tell me like the Minnesota Timberwolves wouldn't give him max? He's a legit all-star.
Right, but I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it either.
It's a Joe Johnson situation
I wouldn't
all
do it
over
either.
again.
But somebody's going to. But he ain't staying
Somebody's
on
gonna.
Golden State when you got 8
I don't
teams
want him.
lined up.
I think that he's easily replaceable.
No way.
Absolutely.
No way. He's the glue to that team.
No.
He's the glue to that team.
So I have Cousins.
So none of those teams, not any of those Knicks, Nets, Clippers, if you're none of them, you're not giving him the max deal.
Durant, no,
I don't get it.
I'm not.
I don't get it.
You don't know. I can't give somebody.
Jenny
that's
Hoops
gonna-
is chiming in saying KD's a winner.
Of course, yeah.
How do you not take him?
Because-
Can you imagine his motivation to come back?
But you can be motivated mentally all you want. We'll have to see
But
physically.
I can't just do that.
All right.
There's-
If I was the Knicks, you know what my scenario would be? Whatever you can do for Davis, and then sign.
But you know what? See, listen. I like Anthony Davis, but I cannot give up R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson.
No.
They want everything for him.
Right, I understand that. But if you could sign Davis and another max guy who's worth it, Jimmy Butler, Kemba Walker, I take those two right now. And what's happening in the NBA right now?
But you're not going to win an NBA title. You're not going to win an NBA
So
title.
you're telling me
okay?
Anthony Davis is not a number one guy to win?
Is he not a number one guy? Yes,
'Cause
he's
right
number
now-
one, but you're going to have to give up so much for him. I'm going to have to give up Mitchell Robinson, give up Knox,
You're
give
not
up
gonna have to
the
give up
number
Knox,
3.
I don't think.
Well, you have to give up number 3
You're gonna have to give him number 3.
and Robinson.
You're gonna. By the way, you're gonna get screwed at number 3 anyway,
Why?
because Barrett's gonna go 2.
Well, listen, there's 3 stars in
Right,
this draft.
but if I'm New Orleans, I want Barrett over Mara.
But you're not New Orleans. It's Memphis.
No, the trade.
Oh, the trade.
The trade.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So if I would do it like they're saying,
Morant's going to go 2.
we'll see.
I think Morant's
I
going to go
think Barrett's stock is gonna rise.
I think it is too.
I really do. And he can't rise to 1.
No.
So
No.
he can only hop one person.
Now, Sis was here tonight, and he was saying he's an R.J. Barrett person. He was saying he would take R.J. Barrett at 1. Is there any scenario where, not that it's going to happen, you would either take Mo or you're saying you're high on Barrett now over Zion?
I told you from day one I wouldn't think Zion won. I told you that.
Basketball wise.
Yeah.
But do you think if you were in charge, you have to worry
Marketing?
about yes.
No. Here's why. You can market anybody, especially in New York. If you get Barrett,
But you're not going to be 1. You're going to be New Orleans now.
We're talking about New Orleans. I would take. It would be based on if I could keep Davis. If I keep Davis, I'm not a Zion fan. I think in 5 years he's going to balloon up to be. He's not going to be Charles Barkley. He's going to be more of maybe a Sean Kemp, but Sean Kemp wasn't the
mega
guy.
star.
Right. I think if you have
Nice player,
nice
but-
player. I think Barrett, with a Davis and I think Barrett needs to get out of Duke.
He got
to get
overshadowed
fired.
a little
To
bit.
get- right, but he went in there. His recruiting, what I read and what I listened to, was he wanted to be the man, but he stepped back. I love the guys that could step back and go, I want to win. Now he has to step up and prove he can. Excuse me. He's a winner. I like Barrett.
We're getting a bunch of comments. We're saying that Davis doesn't have the tough skin to play in New York. Sis is saying
Neither
Davis
does
is
Durant.
self-centered.
Neither
Anthony
does Durant.
sharing it for us. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Durant doesn't have.
John saying AD is gone. Pelicans are drafting Zion.
Yes.
The Pelicans have to draft Zion.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like you are saying though, and Sis was saying tonight.
I'm looking future.
So you think Barrett's the better prospect?
He'll be the better pro. Because when you have that kind of guard You can put people around him. This NBA isn't a big guy NBA.
See, I agree with you, but I just think there's no way.
You can't.
As a
franchise,
GM
you can't.
that you're gonna pass. You just can't, because you know what?
You'll get
you're gonna get
your job.
you're gonna get
It's your
run.
job.
You're gonna get run right out of that
It's your
building.
job.
And God forbid he starts off hot or he does have a good year,
You're
and
done.
you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. So
But I'm
no
looking
one's gonna
5
do
years.
that.
I'm looking 5 years. I think Barrett has a better prospect.
And you know what? It's a guard league.
It is.
You
I
know,
just
so
said that.
and it's a guard league. Zion's in a tough spot. Listen, I think Zion's gonna be
The
phenomenal.
problem is Zion is a tweener. This league, tweeners will have their games of 25, 10, and 4, but not consistently. I think Barrett could be consistent because he gets rebounds. At Duke, they kind
Listen to
of...
this comment.
All right.
Anthony said he may not watch sports, but he enjoys our chemistry with each other.
Well,
Watch it a little bit.
After
This guy made me rip down one of my pictures last week. What
And that's
chemistry?
perfect.
What chemistry?
That's perfect.
What
Listen,
chemistry?
after 35 years... or
John's
whatever-
saying they're going to draft Zion because they need to fill seats after the
That's
AD
right.
trade.
Yep. I don't under. Here's the thing, Anthony Davis. To me, if they think Zion's that good, and they're willing to pay him 2020, why would he leave? What's better on the horizon than having a supposedly all-star rookie megastar?
Let me ask you this,
Yeah.
and it's a question because I was all in on the Anthony Davis, but
Sure.
I do have a question for you where it's a little, and Sis got me fired up with the RJ Barrett. I like RJ Barrett. Right now, if you were the Knicks and all you had to surrender was, let's just start here,
Yeah.
RJ Barrett for Anthony Davis. Now, if you take Anthony Davis, you're going to lose another max spot.
Right.
Would you do it if you're the Knicks?
Well, you can't because it's salary.
All right, okay, but when I mean salary, I mean of importance. Like I could keep Knox, I could keep Mitchell Robinson.
I think you'd have to. See, I think the Knicks as an organization this year with 2 max slots and Durant, I'm going to put out of the picture for a year
But you're not. But
No,
see,
no.
why are you not counting him as a max spot?
because I don't sign an injured player at 32. He'll be 32 years old by the time he comes back. That's just my philosophy. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. My philosophy. So I'm going like this. If I'm the
Okay.
Knicks, and this year I have 2 max slots, and I can get RJ Barrett, I'm filling those slots with Anthony Davis. Now, Anthony Davis is either going to win or not. It's not.
So
If
Barrett's gone.
Barrett's going to be gone. But do you want the potential superstar that's 7 foot that can hit a 3 here and there, or do you want a point guard and then you're going to deal with Harris or Tobias Harris, or you're going to deal with?
I don't know. I don't want those. I don't want
But
those
that's my
guys.
point. Is if you keep Barrett, you have to fill your 2 max spots this year. We're saying you don't have to, but say they say we're going to fill our 2 max spots,
Right.
and we're not trading for
Okay,
Davis.
well, here's what I'm doing.
Who do you have?
Here's what I'm doing. I'm either doing 2 things. I'm either going to go and say, keep RJ Barrett. We're going to keep, when I say our young time, I mean Knox, especially Mitchell Robinson and RJ Barrett.
Right.
Okay, I'm not going to count Neil Keenan. I'm not going to count Dennis Smith Jr.
No.
They're not bad players, but I'm not even going to count them.
No,
Okay.
I'm not
and,
asking-
and all my picks.
Sure.
So we have 7 picks in 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you do?
Sign KD. You listening?
Go ahead.
Sign KD.
So you're down
now,
one
my
max spot.
other spot is either going to 3 people. Kyrie, Kawhi, Kemba Walker.
Okay. Let's
That's
stop for a
it.
second.
Now hold on, let me finish. You didn't answer.
Go
You
ahead.
didn't let me finish. So those 3.
I'm
If
pulling
those
you.
other 3 don't want to come,
Right.
I'm signing KD. I'm playing the young kids. I'm either doing 2 things. I'm either going to save my money, okay? I'm not going to use that spot. I roll it over, or I get 2 or 3, JJ Reddicks, guys like that. But I am not giving Tobias Harris,
Okay.
who they're saying has mutual interest with the Nets. If the Nets
Okay.
sign Tobias Harris for a max deal,
I'm going to say this.
they're on weed like,
I'm going to say
what's
this.
his name?
I'm going to tell
Your
you
boy,
this.
D'Angelo.
I'm going to tell you this. Kyrie's going to Brooklyn.
By the way,
Wait.
Mikey the Mush just said your hair is on point tonight.
Thank you. That's
How about
not-
his shirt, Mike? How about his shirt? Rate his shirt 1
Don't
to
rate
10.
my shirt. Come on. So Kyrie's going to Brooklyn. Let's take him out of the picture, okay? Who are your other 2? Kemba Walker, potential.
Or Kawhi.
All right. the thing about Kawhi, I think Kawhi, I would take Kawhi over everybody right now, especially with KD's injury. Kawhi would be the number one guy.
Okay.
I think Kawhi's going to play the system and stay in Toronto.
You do?
Yeah. I think because after they win a championship in Game 7, like I said they were going to, he's going to be a god up there.
He's a
And
guy.
he is
He's a
now.
guy right now.
But when you bring the championship, I don't think his people could say to him legitimately, you left the Spurs the way you did, you refused to play. He's injured, I get it. You just won a championship. Now you want to go to another team? I don't think Kawhi or Durant wants to deal with the press in New York. It's a headache. Like we read it.
But again, see, you're saying it that way, but again, here's the difference. KD wants to be on that next level.
By the way,
he's only going to do that in New York with the Knicks.
No.
I'm sorry.
There's not a next level in New York.
I'm sorry.
What's the next level?
Past LeBron. Past LeBron. He's got to get out. He can win 10 titles.
Not true.
And listen, I'm going to say this to you.
Not true.
You're going to disagree
Not
with me.
true.
Listen. He could win 8 titles in Golden State.
Not true.
If he wins one with the Knicks, it's bigger than all.
Only here.
It's no, it's no.
It's only
no.
here.
Well, let me ask you something. Why is Derek Jeter? Why? I wish you listened the other day. The other day we were listening. I was listening on the radio. I forgot if it was 98.7, and they said, hands down, Derek Jeter
In Kansas
was
City,
never
the best player on
a
the
better player than Alex Rodriguez. Never. So he's Derek Jeter because he's New York.
Yes.
That's why.
Right.
Messier did it
But
because
he
he did it in
handled
New
the
York.
press.
But it doesn't matter what he handled. But I'm saying
No. Stop for a
But-
second. You just made a statement that is not true. No. If you know hockey, Messier was not because of New York. That we, as this area, put into that. Messier's Edmonton.
We got a challenge, by
With
the way.
Gretzky.
John, we're going to get to that later.
Okay, well, stop for a second.
Okay, but I was trying to-
Messier in Edmonton was phenomenal.
Is he an Oiler or a Ranger?
To me, he's an Oiler.
Well, to you?
Because I live here, you live here, he's a Ranger.
No.
But
Let's get Lou. I want to answer that. I know we don't talk much hockey, but there's no way
so you
Messier
win
is
multiple cups somewhere, you come...
Doesn't matter. He brought the cup that they couldn't win.
So
That's
did
why
Graves,
he's a god.
so did Rick
No,
Nash.
he did it. He did
made
it.
the statement.
It's him.
See, you're a
it's
big
his
statement
team.
guy.
But it's his team.
Right, but
it's his
but
team.
his career, he's an Oiler.
Jason's saying Oiler 100%.
He's
no
an
way.
Oiler his career.
No.
You're not a hockey guy.
Nope.
So you don't know.
No,
So you know what?
he's
If
not.
Michael Jordan left the Bulls and came to the Knicks and won a championship, you'll say he's a Knick.
No, he was
That's
no,
your
no.
But anybody, you are a hype guy with the papers in New York.
There's Mike, Ranger fan. The Messiah is a Ranger.
Yes, because he won
Period.
championship after
But he's
all
not.
those years.
Yeah,
15
exactly.
years.
He brought it, and look at him. That
Right, but
Ranger
you want to
team-
look at his career, not a few years in New York.
John saying second fiddle to number 99.
Absolutely.
Mr. Gretzky.
But that team was the most stacked hockey
Whose team was that?
Gretzky. Any team is.
Who
by
was
the
the
way,
Rangers?
By the way.
Wait. Whose team?
By the way.
Whose team
when
were
they
the
won
Oilers?
it was Messier.
Oh, no,
but
no,
when
wait.
Gretzky came,
But you know,
it was his.
Well, wait. Whose team were the Edmonton Oilers?
They were
Whose team
Gretzky's
was it?
team.
Okay.
Because he's the greatest of all time.
Okay. So Messier went one to New York, 1-1.
What?
It's his team. It's his city.
But even when
Keys to the
Gretzky
city.
came and Messier was there, the city was infatuated with Gretzky.
But that
No.
wasn't Gretzky's team. That is
No,
not Gretzky's
but-
team.
but
the
you're-
Rangers were Gretzky's team.
No, but his popularity was so great.
But it's still.
No. You're
Listen,
talking about 1 year.
It's
over
always
what did he
Steph's
play?
team. It's
19
always,
years?
it'll always be Steph Curry's
I don't
team.
believe-
How
yes.
you always.
But you know what? If you're that good and you take over a team from the greatest shooter of all time and win 2 championships and 2 MVPs, I don't care who thinks what. I know I'm the best.
Right, he's the best, but it's not his own team. He wants the challenge of, you know what? I want to do it. I want my
If
team.
he wanted his team, he would have stayed in Oklahoma. Okay?
Why? He wanted to win a title.
Why can't you win a title in Oklahoma?
He didn't-
Because
You know what?
Yeah.
Why didn't LeBron win a title in Cleveland at
He
first?
did.
Not at first.
No, but he
had
did.
to run and go get one.
did.
So you know what? So did KD.
But he came back and won it himself. And who'd he beat?
No,
Those
he
Golden State
didn't beat
Warriors.
himself.
Well,
he didn't win
Irving,
himself.
Kyrie.
He won it.
Who was the man on that
but
team?
he came back.
Who was the man on that team?
LeBron James.
Okay, same thing.
Right. Kyrie took the
Gretzky,
shot.
Messier,
Right.
same thing.
How same thing?
Because you're telling me it wasn't just LeBron, it was Kyrie too. It was Messier too. It was Grant Fuhr. It was
Well, let me ask something. Why did see? Here's the thing. Kyrie wants to get out. Let me ask him. If Kyrie goes to the Nets or the Knicks,
yeah.
it was never his team in Cleveland.
It was never his team in Boston.
never going to be his team in Boston.
No.
So why does he want out? Think about it. Why wouldn't you? See, here's the thing. What you don't understand.
No.
Here's the thing you understand. Basketball wise, why would you leave Boston? Tatum, you wouldn't. He wants no part of that. He doesn't want that.
The thing is,
because he wants his
but he's
team.
he's the cancer.
But
He don't want to see that. He wants to be the man.
why does everybody want him then? Why does
No.
people want him? The Knicks want the next
You know
one. The
what?
Lakers
You know
want.
what the
Why
idea
do
is?
these teams want
Everybody,
him?
because you know what? It's about numbers. He has the numbers,
Well, yeah, but he's
but he also his personality sucks.
well. Again, you're not getting into that.
Listen,
We're getting into the
you
team.
want him? He'll be your next Carmelo.
See, here's the thing.
He'll be your next Carmelo.
Klay Thompson is the perfect.
You know
Listen,
why?
don't ruffle
You know why?
feathers.
No.
Ostay.
No.
He don't want his own team.
He respects the
but he
game.
doesn't want his own team.
He respects
That's
the
the
game.
difference. But he's not looking to be. I want to be in the top 5 of all
'Cause he
time.
knows he
KD
can't be.
is. KD is.
But KD
and
was-
he's never going to get there by just saying, "Hey, I'm on Steph's team
No,
with the
he-
Warriors."
Absolutely,
He's
wrong.
not.
He could. You're right.
How?
He
Well, then why
Keep
would you?
winning.
Why leave? Why would you leave?
He shouldn't leave.
But you're saying that. But why is it out there that he is leaving?
Dude,
Why?
It's gossip papers. How do you think you sell stuff? How do you think people
So you're
listen?
saying none of that's true. So
No.
he shouldn't have any meetings then. Just resign.
Everybody plays the game.
But why?
Let me ask you a question. Honestly, do you think LeBron?
You think Clay's having meetings? Wait, do you think Clay's gonna have meetings?
Of course.
You do. I don't think he will.
Might have one or two.
No. I
Let
think
me ask
Clay
you-
signs.
I'll go to the bottom line.
I think with Golden State, it goes like this with him. He goes and says, "You giving me the max?" If Golden State says, "Maybe we're gonna finagle money," then I'm going meetings.
Well,
But if he
stop.
gets max, Clay
Let
signs.
me ask you this. Speak with your mind, not with your mouth, for a second. Do you think LeBron James, when he was going to Miami, and took all those meetings, didn't know he was going to Miami? Really?
I'm gonna say he did know.
He
that
did
that
know.
was their
But
plan
did he
all
take the
along.
meetings? Absolutely did. They play the game.
But that's different.
You know what they want?
But he had to take the meeting. He
didn't have
knew.
to take the
He knew
meetings.
where he was going. But he was afraid. It's different when it's your team. When you're Clay. When
No,
you're
he
Clay.
took a Knicks meeting,
Who?
LeBron.
Yeah, but I'm saying
You
is,
just-
but he didn't take those meetings and say I'm going back to Cleveland. He knew he
Doesn't
was
matter.
out. He
He
has
knew
to take
where
those
his
meetings.
destination was already established in his mind.
No.
He still took the meetings in that stupid press conference, like, "Oh, where are you gonna go?" It's all BS. Every athlete has an ego. They want their ego, just like you. You want to be fed.
Yep. Feed me. Feed me.
Hey, Kurt, you're the best.
No,
Your Knicks are
no.
great.
No, Knicks
I
are
already
great.
had you rip a picture up.
Yeah, that won't happen
I
tonight.
bet you I told you I'll get one of those pictures off the wall when we started. You tell me no way.
Not no more. You won't.
No, at the beginning.
Well, there was always a shot because there was the zinger there.
There's
Now,
still a
no.
few zingers.
No, nothing left.
Really?
Nothing left.
Really?
Melo's my boy, so don't go there. But I just don't.
So you
understand-
knew Melo shouldn't be on the wall?
No, Melo's
For
Melo's
what?
Melo's a Nick. He scored 62. He's up there. Yeah.
Does that get you a lot?
Well,
What'd that get him?
he's gonna be back this
He's
year.
better
Melo.
in Denver.
He's gonna be back this year.
Where?
Knicks.
Never.
Yep.
I'll make a bet with you right now. I'll bet you anything you want. Whatever you want. Right on camera, right now. Melo and Nick, let's go.
Melo and Nick in 2019.
2019.
2020.
Next year, yeah. 2020. Well, what's the bet?
Um,
Can't bet dinner. I still am starving
still owe your dinner.
from the ones you haven't bet.
what could I?
Let's go. Come on, suggestions. Let's have people. That's the key. Okay. We're gonna
Suggestions
have
on the bet.
Suggestions on the bet. What people think we should bet. That's it. That's a good one.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do this.
What's that?
Let's do this. We're gonna take 3 bets.
Three bets.
3 bets.
3 bets from there.
No, we're gonna take 3 bets.
What's the bets?
Melo and Nick is 1.
Okay.
KD and Nick is 2.
Okay.
And then you have to
No.
with your Brooklyn
What's
Nets.
the third bet?
The third bet is you and your Brooklyn Nets have to sign 2 of the major max free agents.
But I didn't say
Tobias
two.
Harris
I just
doesn't
said-
count.
I just
But you got
said
2 max
Kyrie
deals.
Irving.
But you got 2 max
That-
deals.
But I'm saying Kyrie's
So
going.
what do you do with the second dip max?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know yet. see who falls where, but I would hold it tight, just like the Knicks should, and maybe not spend it.
Oh, we're spending it.
You just told me you.
Oh no, we're gonna get two of those guys. We will get two of those guys.
Alright.
We're definitely gonna get KD.
Alright.
So I'm all in for KD. Now, so we went there. We went with the Knicks. The media. There's all this people playing saying.
By the way, calling talk shows is like the lowest you can possibly.
Why? I want to be on with Alan Hunt. I want Alan Hunt. I'm making this right now. I want Alan Hunt on our show before free
Does he know you when you call?
No.
Like, have you called enough? Or
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I was the first caller. And I said, I want
Probably
KD.
started it.
I'm
Probably at
fired
school
up.
when you started the call.
No. He comes on at 7 p.m.
I
So
still
I don't-
probably at 3 o'clock.
No way.
I'm on hold.
No way. Let's get to a couple of. So the media. What I wanted to say is, do you think it's going to sound childish?
Okay.
Do you think that Durant was forced by the media at all to play?
No.
You don't think he listened to that at all?
No. I think, you know what I think, honestly? I think once they cleared him, it was simple. It's very simple. Sometimes it's not as this, who did said what. You're cleared to play. How do you feel? Good. Play. His team cleared him, his doctors, and their doctors cleared him. What do you want him to do? Well, I mean, if you go to Dr. Koch and she says you're fine, you're going to play.
Yep.
Right. So here's the thing. I'm going to go back to when we played Boilermakers, right? I was out with a broken collarbone for what? 6 weeks.
Right.
I go to the game to watch. Somebody says to me, Greg says to me, why aren't you playing? I go, I don't know. You feel good? Yeah. I go home. I said, Ma, sign this. I'm going to go play. She signs the permission slip. I go play.
But the difference was before you didn't tackle anybody, so it didn't matter.
That game I did.
But you didn't have to. You never tackled anybody.
I was supposed to play offense. I played everything.
Yeah.
But the thing
Well,
is,
no, I understand
but
what
my
you're saying.
point is,
You're not gonna. If somebody
it's
wants to
you.
play, I
It's
understand
you.
that. But it's just.
By the way, before
But here's the thing, though. But see, this is why I'm saying the media, because how many times did he hear? I'm not
So
gonna,
what?
you know. But I understand what you're saying. So what? But
you're not confident in yourself to make your own decision, you know, if he is, he better not come to New York if that's getting to him. He'll be eaten up alive by this media. By the way, before we keep going,
John agreed with you.
what's the hockey? Who's winning tonight? We didn't. Since it's
Boston.
okay. I see
How about you?
St. Louis.
You're saying St. Louis? You know why I'm not going to say St. Louis? Because St. Louis, Game 6 the other day. See, this is something where
Did you see St. Louis' record after the loss?
I don't care, but here's my point. They never won a Stanley Cup, right?
No.
Okay, so they never won a Stanley Cup. They're home, Hankey's going, everyone's we got the cup in the building, and you get beat 5-1.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to say this. Toronto, we'll get into this later, but Toronto, 2 minutes away, minute 56 away, up 6, you have the champs done. Listen, they're not winning tomorrow night. I can tell you that right now. They better just regroup and get right to Game 7. You give them a chance tomorrow night in New Oracle? Or no? Or you think Golden State blows them out?
No. Golden State's gonna win, and then game. Listen, Game 7. I told you.
I don't know.
Game 7.
Did somebody just score?
No.
I think there was a score.
they?
I don't know.
I thought it was a penalty, but I wasn't paying attention. Let's see.
I mean, can the replay be any longer? I think they scored.
Did this? Yes, Seattle.
They
St.
did.
Louis.
St. Louis scored. 1-0
Just as I
St.
called.
Louis.
I gotta use the restroom.
Okay, so he's using the restroom.
You talk to you. Get your questions.
I'll talk.
You know what? Go for the bet. Figure out the bet.
Well, we can wait for comments. Let's see what we got a bet going on. Mello is a Nick. Raptors won twice. Yeah, I agree with John. I totally agree with you on that. But to beat that team 3 times in an NBA Finals in their building, I know they don't have KD, but that's going to be hard to do. That's going to be hard to do. I really think Toronto. I think Toronto had their chance. They were up, up 6, 2 minutes left, and you got to finish that deal. I want to know anybody's comment on why did the Toronto coach call a timeout with the ball, up 6. They had them reeling. Clay, Curry, those guys were gassed. Does that Toronto timeout, did that hurt them? Because after that, they go on a 7-0 run. They lose the game. I don't know. I think bad decision. And I'm high on that coach. I think he's done a great job. I think he's actually outcoached Kerr. in this series, but I don't know. Wasn't a great move. Was not a great move. So again, just what else you guys want to comment on? Your predictions now with free agency with Durant. Do you think he's going to go to the Knicks? Do you think he stays with Golden State? Does Brooklyn come in? The Clippers come in? And what do you think KD is going to do? You know, like, what does KD want to do? I disagree with Briggs on Golden State. I think he's out of Golden State no matter what. I think that he's been wanting to leave from day one. I don't think the injury changes anything. I think if anything, in his mind, it doesn't. You know, I can't see how he could trust that. I understand what you guys are saying, that it was his decision, but how he can trust that those doctors there in Golden State. I can't see it. I can't see it. I think he will leave. I mean, obviously I'm a Knicks fan. I want him to become a Knick, but I think KD is out. Kyrie, I don't know. I think it's between Knicks and Nets. You know, I can't see, and not to talk because I'm a Knicks fan, but I just can't see if you're gonna go and say you want to come home, you're gonna pass on playing in the Mecca, playing in the Garden for the Knicks to join the Brooklyn Nets. I cannot see that happen at all, and that's why I think there's no shot of Durant to Brooklyn. I think Durant's either gonna go Knicks or Golden State, but John saying Clay and Durant staying in Golden State, they will both take less. I think Durant's gone.
All right, I'm back.
I think no, we have nothing right now with any. Do you have any suggestions for
No,
our?
we got an hour.
For our bets.
We got an hour. Well, I'll think about something.
You think of something?
Yeah. All right, let's
So
move on.
let's go this real quick.
All right.
Subway Series, anything?
No, 2 games.
Nothing at all.
No, nothing.
Do you give the Mets a little respect for coming back after that first game and?
Yeah, I'm more about the Yankee pitching, I think, than the Mets hitting, but
It's a problem.
you know,
What about Alonso?
it's good. It's good. You know what? That was probably the GM's best move so far. Is bringing him up. You know, because last year was talking about.
They
bringing
do
him up.
have a nice little young nucleus. They do.
We'll see. You sold on Conforto?
I'm not sold on Conforto, but I mean he's not a bad piece.
No, but
You know,
what? I'm going to tell you this, and you're going to argue with me because your argument beginning of the season was their pitching. I'm getting the feeling,
it's been disappointing.
but I'm getting to the point where this staff reminds me of the staff back in the 2000s with Wilson and the next great three. Who was
For
it?
the Mets?
For the Mets. It was, Wilson.
Not Hampton.
No. It was the three
earlier.
young guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, okay,
Wilson.
Okay.
But these three guys now. Well, you got Syndergaard. DeGrom is obviously a Cy Young winner, but he's still this year. He's pitching well, but his record isn't showing.
I
it.
think Syndergaard
has a problem, and
I think Syndergaard and DeGrom.
But they had to get rid of their future best pitcher,
Oh,
Harvey. So I'm not sure if it's the staff, if they're just not as good as hyped. See, the problem with New York is everybody's overhyped.
But you know what it is though with him, too, is, and again, it's how many games are they still losing, those two guys? 1-0, 3-2,
Yeah,
2-1.
I get it.
Come on.
But
In this day and age, baseball games are 8-6.
But don't you
come
think
on.
that weighs on people? Like, they're going to the mound already shot after 3 or 4 starts of giving up nothing?
Yeah, I do.
I mean...
But they got a decent nucleus.
But when they had, who was it? Paul Wilson, there was... I'm drawing a blank with the other couple pitchers that were the next...
I know you're talking. I can't think. Another Yankee question: should the Yanks trade for Bumgarner or a stud right-hander?
Bumgarner.
Just because of the World Series heroics?
A couple things. He's 29.
Big game.
Big game pitcher.
Lefty?
Yeah, left. I mean, all the stuff I would trade for him. And if he still refuses because the Yankees are on his no trade list, I'd do whatever I can for Scherzer. That's it. I don't want nobody else.
So you're really saying the Yankees, you're not confident you need a number one. And I agree. I think
Yeah.
the Yankees need a number one.
Yeah.
Severino, Happ,
Severino's still
Paxton,
not a number one.
Those guys are. I don't think any of those guys are number ones.
No.
I think the Yankees have to get their number one because when you're going up against, and I know Sale's not big in the postseason. I know, what's his name? I mean, you still have Sale. You got Verlander. You need pitching in that series.
Yeah.
You can say I got 1 through 9 all home run hitters. You're not hitting these home runs off
No.
Verlander. You try it for 2 years, doesn't work,
Nope.
and
But you know what? What I think the best thing that's happened to this team is their 2 main home runners are out. St. Louis 2-0.
wow,
So,
we didn't bet this tonight.
no, we didn't.
Okay,
I
good.
would have won,
Good.
like usual. But by the way, before we talk about betting, I got to give Sis props. He gave you the exacta for the Belmont. You don't listen to anybody, do you?
You know what I had?
What?
Just so you want to know what I had? 10, 7. I had everything. I had the 4 for third, the 1, and we're going to talk this for a second. But how does the 1 at 21-1 set the pace in the Belmont and he stays third?
I know. I had.
I mean, are you kidding me? Are you
Here
kidding
you
me?
go. I think
Who are the pitchers?
Kazmaier was probably one of them.
Okay.
Um,
But he had a nice career. I think he went to Minnesota, didn't he?
yeah. But what I'm saying is, Wilson was the first round. Whatever. But they just had all.
Let
these,
me ask Mike this. He's the big Yankee fan here. Mike, what would you do? Do you want Bumgarner?
Why wouldn't he?
Well, I'm just, I think it's not going to take,
There we go.
one-
You know what? Not to change the subject, but their special guest is going to be Charles Barkley talking about hockey.
Yeah,
I
why?
think we should really listen to that.
Why? Sis said he had the 7 with the 4, 5, 9, 10. I was right with Sis.
Yeah.
The 1 just killed us.
Yep.
No business being in there.
I had the one. I just,
No business at all.
I told you how I bet, right? Who's getting bet?
Right.
There was 3 horses getting bet.
7.
There was 3 horses that went from odds to lower. I picked 2 of them. The third one won, and I had the underneath. I actually had the one for second.
Mike agrees, saying that he would take Baumgartner because of the playoff history.
Yeah.
That is the one thing that you cannot look over.
No.
There's no, okay, how's he going to handle the postseason? How's this guy going to do that? There's no questions with that.
No.
It's boom, you're number 1. Oh, you got Verlander, we got Bumgarner, let's go.
Yeah.
Do you feel confident? Let me ask you, if you don't get Bumgarner, even if you got Scherzer, would you feel confident
Yes.
going against Verlander?
Yeah.
Right now. All right, the way they are constructed now, with either Happ, Severino, or Paxton.
Yes.
Why?
Because my big boppers are coming back, Judge and Stan.
But you've had that.
Then you got
but
Bumgarner.
you've had that.
But you gotta have.
Oh, no, I'm saying you don't have Bumgarner.
Oh no, I wouldn't. feel
What you have now.
No,
Happ, Paxton,
No.
or what's his name?
no.
Severino.
I would not.
Mike wants Bumgarner. Is there anything else baseball-wise that's surprising to you, disappointing?
You know what's surprising is just the runs. Is 4 home runs in a row for Washington, then another 4 home runs in a game in an inning yesterday.
Are the Dodgers the best team in baseball?
I don't know. I don't think right now you can tell.
Well, there's so many trades that could happen.
The Dodgers consistently, yeah, but I think baseball's so long.
How about Minnesota?
Oh, the most home runs right now, they're on a pace to friggin' kill it. You know what I mean? So,
Where do you think? All right. So, are the Mets? Do the Mets have any realistic chance of the playoffs?
what am I?
Division or wild card?
We've talked about this.
I know, but I'm giving you. I want a weekly update.
We have a bet. They're going to be under 500.
So you're still saying no?
Right.
Okay.
Well, I have a bet. I'm not going to.
I disagree. I think there's still a shot. World Series right now. You got to throw something out.
Yankees, Dodgers still.
I remember who I picked. Doesn't look good.
Cleveland?
I picked Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
I picked Colorado, and I don't remember who I picked in the American League. I might have picked Colorado to win the whole thing,
You have it written down.
which
I know
is
that.
scary. Which is scary. Any other thing baseball though?
No, you know what? It's a long season.
Any disappointment? Who's your disappointment?
Uh,
Bryce Harper?
No, I don't like Bryce Harper. I never did. Disappointment.
Do you think Bryce Harper is worth that money?
No, I didn't think in the first place he was.
I'll tell you, he is.
I
He doesn't come up big in the big games, you know.
His MVP year was it. He hasn't been the same since. So
Do you think Judge and Stanton will be coming back very shortly?
yeah, very shortly. They said I was listening to Boone yesterday. Stanton's playing in a game
He had a home
right
run
now,
yesterday.
right? So he thinks they'll be back even before they go play Boston and London. So we'll see. We'll see.
Luke said he's late. Yes, you are late to the party, Luke. So let's get Luke's free agency. I'm interested to see what Luke says because I want to hear his thoughts on Durant. I want to hear his thoughts on what he wants his Sixers to do. There's been talk about Jimmy Butler going back. Let's see what he said. What do you, if you're the Sixers? I know I asked this. Do you keep them together? Take one more run with him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't sign Harris. I'd keep Jimmy Butler. I wouldn't sign Harris.
So Harris does not come back for you.
I wouldn't.
You made a big trade to get him.
I know.
You're just gonna lose him?
Yes.
Why?
No.
He didn't fit in?
I don't think he fits in. I don't think he fits in. What do you think?
What do you got going on over there?
It's Facebook. Facebook.
Some pictures drawn up over there.
No.
Is that gonna go on a new website that we're gonna make?
Maybe. Did you tell him about the website?
I'm making a website. Luke wants to call it. Request it.
How about that shirt?
That's a nice shirt. That's the same
That's
shirt.
the same one.
That's the Jimmy. Yeah, Luke, just request us to call in. Just request on I don't know if I can get Luke to come in. Luke does want to call in, so let's see if I can get Luke.
There you go.
Let's see.
Adam.
On to this. It says adding.
See Kenny tonight?
I have not seen Kenny tonight. I haven't talked to Kenny. I
Uh,
want Kenny's thoughts on Durant. What do you think Yo's thoughts are on with Durant?
he thinks that he's going to be in a Beatles reunion.
Really?
Yeah. Since he's injured, he's going to be in a Beatles reunion.
So I'm trying to get Luke in.
All right.
Do you want to tag Mike Briggs in the video? No, I don't want to tag Mike Briggs. Jimmy
What do you mean?
Buffett. Yeah. Let's go NFL real quick. New GM for the Jets. Thoughts?
That's Gase's guy. You know what's funny is they didn't even work together a full year.
Oh, look at this.
There you go.
There he is.
What's going on, guys?
It's trust the process, Luke.
Trust the process.
Listen, it's trust the process, Luke. I'm Phillied out tonight, guys.
Meet Mr. Briggs. You never met Mr. Briggs
No,
in
I have
person,
not.
have you?
No, I have not.
I feel sorry for you that you meet him the first time.
Yeah. Listen, he knows you, so.
So
he's
let's
already
get to
in
this
trouble.
real quick. Kevin Durant, what do you think of the injury? Who's at fault in the injury?
Who's at fault?
Yeah.
I think it's Kevin Durant, personally. He knows his own body. He shouldn't have played. He wasn't 100% healthy, and I wouldn't have played. He's at fault for playing, but I give him props for coming in to try to help Golden State out. I do. He showed a lot of heart, but can I curse? Like, is that okay?
To me, it is. To him, it isn't.
Can I drop damn?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
All right. I won't drop any F-bombs.
Okay.
No, but he sure as hell shouldn't have played. Like I said, the heart, that's cool, but you weren't healthy, man.
Okay, but
And-
let me ask you this then. That's all good and dandy. Okay, he wants to play, give him credit. But that GM went on TV the other night crying, saying everything runs through him. So where is he to say, you know what? We appreciate your offer. We're excited, but you know what? We can't do this to you. We got to shut you down. You're not ready. Where was that? Where was it?
But the
No,
guy
you're right.
told him he was ready. he's got to say, I don't feel it, but he didn't.
In all honesty, the entire organization's at fault.
I agree.
Well, okay, what's at fault? If the doctors cleared him, his doctors and their doctors, how do you fault that? Then it's up to him, the coach and the GM, to sit down and his people to say, okay, we're cleared. How do you feel? Because they cleared him. He was medically cleared. It's just like you getting sick. The doctor says stay home from work for a week. Okay, you're better. You're sure I'm better. Yeah, go. Then you give somebody pink eye. You were cleared. He was cleared to play. You can't blame an organization for saying you're clear.
I do.
But what do you want it to do? Say you're cleared, but screw you.
I don't think he was 100% clear.
But he was. His doctors cleared him.
I don't know.
He has more managing people for his brand than probably just as much as LeBron.
All right, so look, let me ask you this now.
Okay.
He tore the Achilles, had the surgery today. If you're, I'm gonna ask you as the Knicks, but then I'm gonna ask you as another team too, any team. Do you sign him as a free agent to a max deal?
If I'm the Knicks,
Yes.
yes.
Just the Knicks or any team?
Well, the Knicks need star power real bad,
I agree.
and if KD's willing to come to New York, I still give him that max deal.
You have to sign him. I agree.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I disagree.
I think he's the best player in basketball. So if you have to wait a year, you wait a year. I mean, listen, we waited 20.
Disagree.
What's 21? If you got Kevin Durant.
Briggs, right?
Yes.
Briggs, why do you disagree with that?
Because you're signing a guy for 4 years, okay?
Uh-huh.
So you're all of a sudden you lose a year from the injury. So he's out next year. Because it takes
Well,
that
they're
long.
saying next year.
We can only go by
Now
that.
you're hearing February,
Listen.
March. All right, but give the year. We'll give the year.
There's a history of
Okay,
Achilles
give the year.
injuries in sports.
I'll give the year.
Okay? He's not going to be all of a sudden cured better than anybody else has been in the history
Okay.
of sports.
I'll give you that.
So now you got 3 years. You're down what, 30? How many? 36 million?
But you did that. But that money means nothing.
Wait,
It's
stop.
cap
Let me-
money. It means nothing.
But that,
though.
I'm just asking
But
you
it,
math.
yes, no, it's gonna be more. It's gonna be about $38 million.
Okay. So now you're going to get it back for 3 years at 100 and something million. You don't know what he's going to be like coming back from injury. Now, yes, he's a jump shooter.
Right.
Yes, he's not, but he's still, his body physically is still 7 feet. A big muscular guy that has to come down on an Achilles that's already had to be repaired.
Wait, did you say KD's muscular?
Well, compared to a fat guy, compared to a
Oh,
big
okay.
7-foot heavy guy, because Kurt's arguing me he's a jump shooter. So my argument is, yes, but he's tall and his weight might not be big for a 7-foot guy, but when you're trying to get your Achilles better and you have to play on it every day,
But he's
it's
not
still a lot of
playing
weight.
on. But he's not athletic.
Let me talk.
Like he's not. But listen, see, the key is he's not.
Right. But what if,
Athleticism isn't his number one
no,
game.
but what if he loses because of that a step here and there? So you're not getting.
He's still better than 95% of
Well,
people in
if
the
you're
league.
telling
Yes.
me, if you're going to tell me you'll take KD at 75 to 80% for that money, okay. But if
I
I'm
would.
paying somebody max money who doesn't like dealing with the press, coming to New York,
But we're talking about injury only.
I don't know. You're saying why sign him? We're not talking about injury.
Okay. So you're adding all this together.
Everything, the whole package. He don't like the press. He don't like to deal with it. He makes fake Twitter accounts to combat stuff people go with him. You know what? That's not right. That's not a strong guy confident in himself.
That's not a leader at all either.
Right. And if I'm going to pay him to sit out a year and then another 130 million based off an injury, I'm not doing it.
All right. So you're not doing it. You're doing it. Luke, let me ask you this one.
I'm not doing
If
it.
you're Kevin Durant, do you go back to what do you do if you're Kevin Durant? Where do you sign? Do you stay with Golden State, or do you go to New York, or do you go somewhere else? Briggs is saying he would stay with Golden State. I'm saying something with the Knicks.
That's an amazing question, actually. If I'm Kevin Durant, what do I do? Do I stay with Golden State or do I go somewhere else? I mean, anywhere you go, you're gonna get a max deal. So the money doesn't really matter.
Money doesn't matter.
He makes more money in
Endorsement,
sneakers
right. So
and
money doesn't matter.
money doesn't matter.
Exactly. Money's not the issue. So where does he want to play? Everybody already calls him a snake. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like for his own reputation, he won't go back to Golden State. He's gonna go to a team to help them out. So people look at him.
Make
Oh,
it his team.
I disagree.
that's what I think.
Here's why I disagree. Because when it comes down to it, if you have all the money in the world, which he's going to have, because he has it already based on $1 billion shoe deal and he's made hundreds of millions, what's the next thing you want to do? You either want to win, or you want to go prove a point. I don't think he has a character to go prove a point to try to win. I think he wants to go out with 5 championships.
I don't.
Not maybe one in a place that is going to be more pressure, like the Knicks, and hasn't won since the 70s.
But if you do it,
I don't think he's an if guy. I don't think he's an if guy. Because you know what? If that was the case and New York was that, LeBron would have came and did it himself.
LeBron, see, KD wants to be better than LeBron. That's the difference.
It's not gonna. He's not gonna be better than LeBron. You don't know what KD wants to do with LeBron. You don't know that.
I can't see. I can't see that.
You're projecting.
Because let me ask you something then, Luke. Why all year? Is it like? Why would you just not stay in Golden State? You know, well, you would be crazy not to if that's not the case. But you know what? He is sick and tired of hearing. Listen, it's Steph's team.
You don't know that.
But he is.
But no, he don't. You? How could you say that when he knew going there that was the case? You're not talking about a guy who goes, maybe I'll go there and see what happens. He knew. He signed a contract there and re-upped, knowing
disagree.
It's Steph's team. Why wouldn't he just do it again and make it easy on himself?
Let me ask you a question. You're a hockey guy?
That doesn't make sense.
Luke, you're a hockey guy?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a 4-for-4 guy.
Okay. Mark Messier won 4 titles in Edmonton, 1 title with the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Is he an Oiler or a Ranger?
You can't ask that question in
I am
New York.
asking him a question.
Go to Edmonton.
He's
and
not
ask
from
the
New York.
question.
He's not in New York.
But go to Edmonton and ask that question.
I'm asking him.
Is he an Oiler or is he a Ranger?
Right.
4-1.
Well, I'll say this: it was Gretzky's team with the Oilers. Right?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was his team in New York.
But that doesn't mean.
When I hear of Mark Messier, I think of him as a Ranger.
Right, because of
what he
where
did.
we are.
No, not because
Yes,
of where.
it's because where we are.
Well,
you
well,
go to Edmonton.
Let him answer. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because every
consider him a
paper
Ranger?
had him. It was 50 years.
Because Kurt, because like you said, that was Gretzky's team. You didn't hear anything about Messier.
Right.
You heard about Messier on the Rangers. That's what it was. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
In the early 90s, 80s, late 80s, early 90s, I wasn't even a hockey guy. And I knew Messier, I knew Grant Fuhr, I knew Gretzky. Yes, Gretzky was the higher guy. I get it. But I didn't know nothing about hockey. But I knew Mark Messier was on Edmonton and winning championships.
Jenny Hoops, by the way, is chiming in saying KD went to Golden State to win, plain and simple.
And he's still going to win.
Lou is saying it's an Oiler. But let me ask you something, okay? He's not a Yankee. Oh, you are a Yankee fan, correct?
I absolutely am.
Fan. Who was the better boy? Okay, I argue with Briggs all the time on this.
No. You're
In
arguing.
my opinion, there's no way you could say, as a baseball player, not overall, not intangibles, leadership, but as a baseball player, I don't think there's anybody who could say Derek Jeter was a better ball player than Alex Rodriguez. Do you agree with that or you disagree with that?
Wait, so you're saying A-Rod is better than Derek Jeter?
As a plain
On the
baseball
field.
talent on the field, Alex Rodriguez is a better player. You would take, if you're playing any kind of game or whatever, you would say, I need the better shortstop. I'm taking Alex Rodriguez.
Absolutely not. I take Derek over A-Rod any day of the week.
But not as a player or intangibles.
No.
I'm saying just player.
On the field.
On the field
Intangibles.
talent.
As a player, pure skill,
Yes.
Derek Jeter any day of the week.
I'm not.
See, what Kurt doesn't get.
Well, because no, I see what Kurt is talking about.
I do
Because
too.
A-Rod has power. I get that.
Whose team was it?
Jesus.
Whose team was it?
Yeah.
It was Derek's team.
Okay. A-Rod single-handedly carried that team to the 2000 and what was it? 7 World Series. What they win? 7 or 9 World Series.
2009.
Single-handedly won. But you know what?
Kurt.
No, he
Derek.
didn't. No, Kurt.
When he was on
A-Rod did not show up in the playoffs.
That year he did.
that year, he did.
He did.
But he was on
Okay.
his
All right.
career.
All right.
But look, his career is based on drugs helping him. Jeter didn't do that. Tell me
No, Jeter
A-Rod
did not.
clean? You can't give me a day where A-Rod was clean because he tested positive and he lied about it so many times.
I understand
you
that.
can't
But I'm
have that
saying,
argument.
but I'm saying is no.
No, but Kurt Briggs is right about that. If A-Rod never did any PEDs, any roids, anything like that, I would take A-Rod any day of the week. But A-Rod was chemically helped to be a better player. Jeter, for that fact, is a better baseball player on and off the field and a better person any day of the week.
But talent,
Because of that one reason.
See, I disagree. I still think they say, yeah, Lewis was saying he hit 500 in the 2009 playoffs. No
But he
matter
was at
what he
steroids.
did, there's certain teams where I don't care what you do, you could be a player 10 times better. Golden State is always Steph Curry's team. Hands down.
No.
It's always Steph Curry's team.
Not when he win 2 MVP finals.
No way.
By the way, I gotta interrupt this basketball part
Okay.
because you're Mr. Mark Messier, Ranger, right?
Yeah.
And it was Gretzky's team, right?
Yes.
So in '90, 2 years after Gretzky got traded, he won a championship as the captain of the Oilers
Okay.
and won the Hart Trophy.
Okay.
But he wasn't in New York, so you didn't hear about it.
Doesn't matter.
It's the same thing. Oh my God, we won without Gretzky.
Kenny, I totally agree with you, and this is what I've always said. Derek Jeter on any other team would not have been so special. It's because he did it with the Yankees.
Yeah.
He did it there. That's what made him.
Yeah, but there's something special with the Yankees. You're
Because it's
right.
New York.
But
It's New York.
That's why you think Messier wasn't an Oiler.
Yeah.
But that's
what
wrong.
he did.
You're
did.
taking where you're not looking at overall.
Jeter
stats.
never sniffed Gold Glove until A-Rod went to third base. Listen,
Oh.
Jeter's the better
No,
ball
no, no,
player.
no. Jeter is the better ball player.
I'm
You're
sorry,
right. No,
A-Rod's
you're
the
right.
better ball
Kurt's
player.
right. He
A-Rod's
said Jeter was the better ball player.
I heard it.
I heard it.
A-Rod's the
No,
better
we got
ball
it on
player.
right.
Come on.
We're gonna replay that constantly.
There's a difference of he's a Philly fan, right? You're a what would you say was your favorite Philly team of all time?
Are you talking about baseball?
Any of your teams?
Because the Philadelphia Phillies can suck on a
Oh yeah,
on
that's
a
right.
nothing.
You're a Yankee fan. All right, you're an Eagle fan.
Listen, I'm an Eagle, Sixer, Yankee fan.
Okay.
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 So-
And listen, for the viewers, let me explain that. It's going to take me 30 seconds. I was born in Poland. I moved to New Jersey when I was 7 years old. I spoke zero English. Nobody watched
Just
sports
like
in my family. The first sport I watched was baseball in '96. That's Derek Jeter's rookie year.
Yep.
I watched the Yankees. I became a Yankees fan. Football came next. The first game I ever watched was an Eagles game. I became an Eagles fan. Okay? For basketball, it's weird. I was always a Kobe fan, but since I lived in Philly, I was
Iverson.
it was Iverson. Hockey, like I said, I'm a 4-for-4 guy. Hockey's like number 4 on my list, but just because I live in Philly,
Flyers.
go Flyers. But that's my story. So let's get back to it. I'm sorry.
Wait, by the way, your story, you're from Poland, right?
Yes.
Your last name is my mother's maiden name.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it spelled the same way?
Yeah.
That's
Spell yours. Dabrowski.
Dabrowski. Dabrowski.
Yeah, absolutely. That was my mother's.
That's your
maiden
mother's
name.
maiden name?
Look at
What's
this.
that?
That's your mother's maiden name?
That was my mother's maiden name. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we might be related.
Maybe. That was my
Yeah.
mother's side of the family.
No,
the
I
Dabrowskis.
agree with you more than I agree with him. You can't be related.
Yeah, but
No, Briggs. Briggs, you know that my last name, so your mother's maiden name, it's it's in the Polish national anthem.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
boy. Yeah, that's I was just looking at my cousin how she spells on her Facebook. It's the same.
that's cool. All right, let's get back to sports, gentlemen.
Let's go.
Yep.
So
So what?
I would say this: if you want to, if you want to take steroids into the thing, it's A-Rod, but you can't look at it like that.
oh come
You
on.
don't know if he was taking him. His cousin was supplying him since he was as a rookie.
So Barry Bonds is no good.
No,
Mark McGwire
Barry
is no
Bonds
good.
didn't take it until he got
Andy
to
Pettitt's no good.
Frisco.
Come on.
Barry Bonds didn't take it till Frisco. Listen, Kurt, when your best friend is your cousin and he's supplying you, how far back do you think it goes?
Come on.
Listen, my buddy Wayne Douglas just commented something.
Oh, yeah,
Can you
gotta
tell me
give
what
him a
he said?
shout out.
What'd he say?
No shout out, he said.
Like no shout out. He's saying, what's the matter? No
Oh.
shout out? Give him a
Oh, I
shout
want
out.
to give a shout out to my buddy Wayne. That's my Sixers rep. He's the guy that sold me the Sixers season tickets. Thank you, Wayne. And if you need any type of Philadelphia sporting events, Wayne is your guy.
Okay. Now, well, let me ask you this now. You're a trust the process, Luke.
Absolutely.
So, a couple questions. Are you still going to continue to trust this process? Meaning, is Jimmy Butler back? Is Tobias Harris back? Are you looking to move potentially Ben Simmons or anything else?
There was a thing that I saw. I don't remember which analyst brought it up, but one of them said trade Joel Embiid, leave Ben Simmons because Joel Embiid is too injury prone. I wouldn't trade either of them. I want both. I'd keep both. You can keep both right now.
Tough.
He's not a Simmons guy, right?
He can't hit a jump shot. He's a point guard.
That's a
Give him
But he can't hit a free throw. Those are two key cogs that you need.
Magic. Listen. Magic Johnson's one of the best point guards of all time. One of the best. Not saying the best.
He might be
It took Magic 4 years to develop a jump shot. Ben's going into his third year. Just relax.
We'll see.
Relax.
Okay, Jimmy Butler. Are you signing him to a max or not?
I want him back, so yeah, I'll sign him to a max.
Okay.
I would sign him to a max.
I would sign him.
I want him back.
I like Jimmy
Like, Kurt, I think I said this to you outside. If this is the Jimmy Butler we get in the playoffs, you can have your 19-5-5 regular season, but if this is the Jimmy Buckets that shows up in the playoffs, I absolutely want him back.
Absolutely.
4 years, 150. Give it to me. I'll take it.
I don't want to interrupt and stop this basketball talk. We'll get back to this. But Paul, Jenny Hoops' brother, just made a great point. And
Okay.
you're a Yankee fan. Both of you guys as Yankee fans. I'm going to start with Luke.
Go ahead.
He said Bernie Williams should have been the captain.
You can't.
Well, let me ask you something. Bernie,
I love Bernie.
got to give Bernie a little. I mean, Bernie started
Bernie's
a little.
great.
Okay, so
Love Bernie.
who is more of a Yankee? Well,
No.
I'm not going to say who's more of a Yankee. Who is the better ball player? Bernie Williams. Again, better ball player. Bernie Williams or Derek Jeter?
I still think Jeter was.
Luke?
That's a tough one.
But the thing
That's
is,
a tough one for me.
look at the history of Yankee captains. You got to have a different factor that they take into consideration. Because they don't give captain out to everybody.
No.
Mattingly had the grace. It's more about leadership and Jeter and Mattingly, like Judge is going to be the next guy. You already see that. So I think they made the choice was made correctly.
But if you're gonna bring up Bernie, then you have to bring up Jorge as well.
I mean, you could bring
you
up
know what?
O'Neal. You brought up a lot of those guys.
Yeah, but
Mariano. I mean, you never run closer.
you
Can't
can't.
be, no.
Right, but Jeter was the captain. He personified what Yankees are about. From off the field, it's not just on the field.
I
Off the
understand
field,
that.
to the leadership, to how he carries himself.
Paul now is though saying that Jeter had a longer prime than Bernie.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both great players. They're
Listen,
both great.
Jeter's last contract He was disappointed because he wanted another long extension.
But again,
But
Bernie, another point he's making. Now, Bernie was the lone player from the bad days, and you know,
what's the bad days? 94, they made the playoffs, lost to Seattle. Mattingly's last year, right? 95.
well, what was
excuse
the
me.
year with the strike where they basically had the best record? It was them
No,
in
Montreal had the
Montreal.
best
Well, right, but they were right there.
Right, but you can't go by strike years. I'm not doing that. Listen, Jeter was the captain of the Yankees.
But my
we don't know. You gotta understand. Stop for a second. We don't know how these players interacted with each other. We only see from afar. Maybe Bernie didn't want to be captain. Maybe he wanted to go play his guitar in a band.
But here's my question, Luke, because this guy just doesn't get it tonight. Last week he made me rip up one of those photos on the wall. Okay, I ripped up a Nick picture. He doesn't. My point is, what I'm saying is, yes, Derek Jeter is a great player. Yes, Derek Jeter is a Hall of Famer. But Derek Jeter's Derek Jeter because he did it in New York.
But
if he was the Boston shortstop, he wouldn't be
That's
the
not
way
true.
it is.
Garcia
It
Parra
is-
was that.
No, but Parra's on the
But he
any
didn't have
level of
over-
them.
But
But
Jeter,
any
if
level
Jeter
of
had
that.
the same hits and did the same thing in Boston, he'd be the same.
By the way, Paul's saying 91,
The
92,
same player.
93 bad years. So it's more than one bad
No,
year.
no, I'm talking about. Yeah, but
We're burning.
all right. No,
But so do you understand what I'm saying, Luke? Like, that's my point. That's why if you win one the Knicks, you know, it's like Eli Manning. Eli, like, how in the world could you really go and compare and say Peyton Manning and Eli Manning? They're so different players. They're not even close in talent or whatever. But you know what? Since Eli won it twice in New York, he's two-time Super Bowl Eli. You know, it's that New York is different. He doesn't like it. He's a Knick hater, but it's different. The Knicks have been looking for somebody from 1973 to win that title. Whoever is the man that wins that title is a god forever. Is looked differently. You know what? LeBron had that challenge. He didn't want it. And you know what? I'm sorry, but winning in Cleveland, winning in Miami, that's gonna hurt him with Michael Jordan. If he would have won one in New York, he would have been better than Michael Jordan. He would have.
Stop.
He
For a
would've.
second. This is where you're out of your mind. Because before Jordan won in Chicago, Chicago wasn't Chicago. Okay?
But
He
it's
turned
Chicago.
Chicago into that. Okay?
But Miami was already an established franchise before LeBron came.
Yes, but we're not talking about that. I'm talking about he's saying if somebody goes somewhere else and in New York, it ain't the same. Michael Jordan made Chicago what they are as a franchise.
Yes.
He went there. So if Durant or if Irving could go to the Nets and win 3 championships, he's bringing that franchise up. So it is the same in their mind. It might be the same in your mind because you're in New York.
It's not.
You're in New York excuse. Everything has to be done in New York to make it right. You know what? Tell the guys dumping the champagne on each other. If they care if they want it in New York.
But you just got the proof of what we're saying. We're saying Derek Jeter. We've had so many, but we've had 3 people already today say that Alex Rodriguez was a better player than him.
He was on steroids.
On his team. Okay?
He was
on his team. There's still comparison. We're saying
He was on HGH.
We're saying who is better, Bernie Williams or Derek Jeter as a player. It's because he did it in New York.
So Bernie
That's
Williams
why
in New
he's
York, same
iconic.
thing.
But
No.
Derek Jeter is different. It's
No,
different.
why? You're just comparing them.
Because he was the
Compare 'em.
captain. He did things the right
He
way.
deserved right.
He
He
did it the right
deserved
way.
it all.
But he did it in New York. If he did it in San Diego, he would be
Just
okay.
because you don't know who the captain is in San Diego doesn't mean he doesn't mean
Tony
as much.
Gwynn was the cap.
Now, then. But don't you think Tony Gwynn met as much as San Diego as Derek Jeter did?
Not nationally.
Because
though.
you don't nationally now means nothing.
Do you
with the
agree?
internet-
Wait, look,
No.
do you agree with that?
With the internet,
Well,
with Twitter.
let's ask our
let me
guest.
finish my statement.
Because that's a
With
good
Twitter,
question.
with Facebook, with Instagram, with the radio, with the internet, you don't have to win in New York, LA anymore. You go in anywhere you want and you'll be just as big.
So let me ask you
Nike
something.
will give you the same contract to win wherever you are if you're that good of a player.
Okay, Luke, what do you think about that?
You don't have to win in New York or LA anymore. You really don't. Not today, at least.
So let me ask you this. So why is it when, Anthony Davis wants to get traded, I want New York or LA. Why is Kevin Durant? Brooklyn, New York, or Clippers.
No,
Why
just
is
say
it only
Brooklyn.
those teams?
You don't consider Brooklyn, New York.
Well, okay.
No. Don't pull it into the mix
Well,
now.
let's be realistic. It's the Knicks or the
No.
Clippers. It was all year.
Well, the Clippers isn't LA neither. No. You can't all of a sudden put teams to make your point. This every time we do the show, Clippers are the B team, Nets are the B team.
They absolutely.
I don't care where they're located.
Luke, what do you think about that statement? The Nets and the Clippers will always, no matter what, be the B team to the Lakers and the Clippers.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, but you're bringing them.
That's absolutely correct.
Putting them in a conversation with the A team.
Right, but what my point is, Durant's not going to sign with the Clippers. He's not going to sign with the Nets. You're not.
But
You're
if
only going to sign with the big
you
teams.
You don't think if Kevin Durant.
Look what R.J. Barrett just said. I want to go 3 to the Knicks or 4 to the Lakers. He ain't going to Memphis.
Listen,
Right?
listen. The thing with LA and New York is it's still that big city. You know, like lights. You know, like oh, I'm in LA. Oh, I'm in New York. But that's changing. If Toronto wins a championship, that's going to slowly change. Where players will.
Listen,
a little.
LeBron went to the Lakers not because they were the Lakers, not for their franchise. He went because he's producing movies. He has his other stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So it isn't the aura of the Lakers for LeBron James. It is.
Yeah.
It's just not.
So he just went to be a movie star.
He doesn't a movie star. He's his production company.
Okay.
Yep.
It makes way more money, if he does it right than he'll ever make in basketball. So it
But he
wasn't
did it in L.A. Why couldn't he do it in Cleveland?
because you can't be really.
But because
That's
because
a stupid
because
statement.
he used the word. He just used the word star.
No.
To be the biggest star.
No. You own a company and you want to produce movies. Why would you be in Cleveland?
Do you think do you think Russell Westbrook would be a lot bigger than he is if he was in New York than OKC?
No.
I do.
But bigger doesn't mean better. You have this.
No.
Nobody wants to come to Madison Garden, Kurt. Nobody.
So why?
So if the Knicks franchise was this great thing to come win, how come you couldn't get nobody in the last
See how
25
fired
years?
up. Look how fired up
You
he
got
is,
one
Lou.
person.
He's a Nick hater.
One person. No, because you're such an you
No, I'm
make
not.
excuses.
Well, I'm giving you Knicks or hey, listen. The Laker team
You know what, Kurt?
stunk.
I heard-
The Laker
no.
team stunk last year.
All I
Why
heard-
did LeBron go?
All I heard
Why did
was,
LeBron go?
was Carmelo's going to turn it around. They made the playoffs once, and now you're satisfied. Phil Jackson, all these things, he's going to be the best. He brought you worse than you were when he got there. Nobody wants to come to the Knicks. Why all of a sudden you think now they're going to come and go, oh, this is great? No. You got bad ownership, and you got a place to play that isn't what it was.
But we're talking about okay. Look, why did LeBron go to the Lakers?
For exactly what you said, the movie stuff.
He's got
A star. So
Not a
if you're
star.
but if you're gonna be movies,
No, Kurt, you're getting that confused. Not the star, because if he stayed in Cleveland, it'd be a lot harder for him and his production company to do what he wanted to do, and it would cost him a lot more money. So since he's directly in LA now, one, he saves more money, and two, he makes a butt ton of money because he lives out there.
connections.
Okay.
Connections.
So answer
And the
this.
connections, yeah.
So answer this.
Okay.
I agree with Briggs where he went to the Lakers for his brand, his everything.
He didn't go
But
for
there-
basketball.
But there's really only two places to do that. It's New York
No, it's not
or
even New York
LA,
anymore.
right?
It's
if
LA.
you want to,
For what he wants to do, first of all, movies aren't made in New York anymore. It's too expensive.
But I'm saying-
No, let me talk. Movies in New York are too expensive. You know what movie companies do? They film in Canada, in Vancouver, and make believe it's New York. So you're not going to get.
I didn't know tonight. It's me, it's Kurt, Luke, it's Siskel, and what's his name?
Ebert.
Ebert.
I
The
just
movie
listen,
guy now.
That's the thing. When they want to project like Spider-Man, they in Vancouver, in Canada, because it's cheap. It's
You even know who
cheaper.
Spider-Man is?
You don't.
I don't know.
But-
Is he the blue guy?
Yes. But the thing is, New York doesn't. If you want to go on Broadway, you go to New York. If you want to be in a movie career, New York is
How
not.
about a music career? How about why did Sierra? Okay, Luke. Why was there all these rumors? Russell Wilson wants New York. His wife or fiance wants New York because she wants New York.
Well, because it's Seattle.
Lala Anthony wanted New York.
Yeah, how'd that work
Well,
out?
Good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. But that's just the truth of the matter. I am totally listen. Not as listen, I'm not
You're
a
a New
Giant
York
fan.
excuse.
I'm a Knick fan.
You're
but
a
I'm going to say
Manhattan.
this.
You're a Manhattan excuse.
You cannot tell me there is no difference. You always heard if Damian Lillard was in New York, he would be he's not in Little Portland. There's a difference. Not going to say
Not
you
anymore.
can't make money.
Not
There's
anymore.
still a difference.
There's not anymore. The Knicks have gone so bad in the last 20 years. There's no difference. There's no allure to go to Madison Square Garden anymore. There's not.
No, there's no, Briggs. See, I disagree with you. I disagree with you on that. There's an allure to play in Madison Square Garden. Absolutely.
I don't
It's
believe
it's the history, man. I would love to play in Madison
It's a
Square
great
Garden.
history, but I don't think it's appreciated anymore. I think it's got old. I think that most of the fans, not most, a lot of the fans coming in are tourists buying tickets. They're filling up, but they're not the 90s Knicks fans where you're getting just craziness because they're not producing.
But how do you say that? There were games. The Knicks won 17 games this year.
They're full.
17 games. It's packed, sold out. They're the
But
best
they're not,
fans in the NBA.
No, they're not the fans. You're getting a lot of tourists, a lot of people going to this. You're not getting pure fans like
Kurt.
you were in the 90s.
Briggs is right. Briggs is right. It's like it's Madison Square Garden they sell out because it's called Madison Square Garden. It's not basketball fans going to the games anymore. It's not New York.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to change.
I think I'm not going to say it's like it was in the 90s, but I still think it's the majority of basketball fans.
Yeah, but you're always going to have the majority of basketball games have basketball fans. Yes. But you're in the middle of.
By the way, Sis is commenting, one bite, everyone knows the rules. Do you know what he's talking about?
No.
You don't know what that means?
No.
Do you know what that means?
What was it?
One bite, everyone knows the rules?
One bite, everyone knows the rules.
Come on, I'm disappointed in both of you guys.
That's a song. Right?
No.
I don't know.
It's the Barstool, the pizza guy, the pizza review guy. You never watch the Barstool guy?
Barstool, no.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. They do the pizza reviews all the time.
Right, one bite, everyone knows the rule. He's actually going to be doing it with Francesa.
I thought Francesa killed them for the pizza because somebody called him and asked
No.
about the pizza one day. Listen, you want to get back to your wall. You want the Starks. You want this.
Yes.
You know what? The life of the NBA has evolved. It isn't like that anymore. So nobody's going. By the way, you want to talk about New York,
Yes.
and if you want to talk about money might be the same on a contract.
I know what you're going to tell me, taxes.
There's taxes. There's city
I
and
don't
state
believe that.
tax. Yeah, you want to take 30% of your money away just for playing in somewhere in Madison Square Garden? Okay, if you don't believe that's a factor,
Jay's with me. No way. Everyone still loves MSG. Is still the big UFC. Just made a ton of money.
Yeah.
It's MSG. It's the Garden. It's why and I'm going to say this again, Luke, agree with me or disagree with me. No major free agent is going to choose the Brooklyn Nets over the Knicks. It's not going to happen.
Kyrie is.
Again, I want to see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, let me ask you a question. With your statement, if Kyrie signs with the Nets, would you consider it a major free agent? Because you did when he was going to sign with the Nets.
Yes, he's a major free agent. Yes.
But when he signs with the Nets,
Yes.
then you'll see that. Why do you think the WWE don't go to Madison Square Garden? That was their mecca for 30 years.
Luke, please answer this for me. I know you're a Sixer fan. Are you even going to compare the Barclays Center to Madison Square Garden?
You mean the what?
You can't.
The Nets Arena, the Barclays Center.
You can't do that.
Would you even compare that to Madison Square Garden?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You can't compare it.
I mean,
No,
come
you
on.
can't compare it.
You
But
can't.
you could compare, if you're talking about basketball, they're so close together. They're both New York. Brooklyn has a history, not of basketball. They have a history of itself.
What?
Culture?
Basketball.
No. But if you're going to go to a Knicks team that you don't think can win, or you think you can win with the talent, the young talent that Brooklyn has, we'll see where they go.
Here's my
We'll see.
point. Last week, the Nets made a big trade to get the second max spot, right? They traded Alan Crabb's contract, who the same GM that made a great move to trade it is the one that gave it to him, okay? So, You go in the headline of the paper, you can't even find anything about it. Nobody covers them. Nobody cares. They don't care. It's a Nick town. It will always be a
You are
Nick town.
so.
Just like
You're such a headline
Just like
guy.
the Lakers and Clippers. The Clippers play in the Lakers arena. How do you take them serious? Who's going to sign with them over the Lakers? You're not. You're crazy if you don't. You're crazy. Why?
All right, let me ask you a question. What wall is going to be the net wall when Kyrie signs?
No wall.
Oh, why not?
No, because that's not net. It's a Nick. It's a Nick wall.
Yeah, but
Luke saw the Nick
It's
wall.
a wall of losers.
Right? How's the Nick wall look?
It's a wall of losers.
As much as I hate most New York teams, the Nick Wall's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
It is. Listen, it's a great wall.
He's
If
calling
you
it a
want-
bunch of losers, Nick.
Except for the Clyde Frazier when we weren't born yet. So I don't count that. But if you want to go to a wall and say, I'm second best, come to the Nick wall. Actually, third best on some. Come to the Nick wall. Take pictures like you do with everything else. You want
To
to
make some money.
You want to come to a winner wall?
Right.
Come to the Bronco wall.
Ugh.
Okay? The Nick wall.
Hey Briggs,
Yeah.
what basketball team do you like?
Basketball?
Yeah.
I like everybody but the Knicks.
He's just a Knicks hater, Luke.
Okay.
A
I
total Knicks
actually,
hater.
I was a Net fan growing up, but
Mhm.
a New Jersey Net fan. I wasn't
So he pretty much could have went to tickets during the NBA Finals because that place never sold out.
a fan of them. I mean, I understand why they moved, and I think it's a great move. But I was a state guy. I like New Jersey team.
Yeah.
I root for. Back in the day, I would always root for the Lakers over Boston. When that was the rivalry. Anybody, the Bulls. You know what? In the '90s, I loved the Bulls. I love the Rockets. The Pacers.
Everyone hopes the Knicks play. But let me get this now, Luke. Game 6 tomorrow night. Golden State or Toronto?
Toronto.
Really?
Yeah.
They're gonna beat Golden State 3 times in the Oracle?
Yep.
I just can't see it.
I do. Kurt, I think I told you Toronto's taking the series.
You did. You did say
So
that.
did I.
So did
I
he.
got Toronto in
So
7
did he.
last week.
I think I said Toronto in 6.
I know this means nothing now, but would you have had that same feeling if KD was playing?
Absolutely not.
I would.
You would.
No.
I can't see that.
I think this would be a completely different series. If KD was playing from the start, we would have to see where we are right now. I
think Golden State would win in 5. If
I was just going to say that. I agree.
Now, let me tell you this. If Golden State wins tomorrow night, I think all the pressure in the world is on Toronto in Game 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Because, you know what? You blew Game
State
5.
the obvious.
I think tomorrow night they get blown out. I
All right.
think Golden State blows them out.
All right, we talked about this. We got 15 minutes left. Do you have anything on your agenda?
I don't have anything on my agenda, but listen. Let's ask Luke. We made a couple bets tonight,
Yes.
Briggs and I.
Well,
So
I made
what
one.
should-
He made the other two.
What should the winnings be? What should we be betting on?
Are we winning each individual or all three? How's that working?
Well, we have right now the bet is I'm going to bet that Carmelo Anthony will be a Knick next year.
I'm gonna bet he won't.
I'm going to bet Kevin Durant will be a Knick
I
next
bet
year.
he won't.
And the third one is the Nets one.
Kyrie to the Nets.
Kyrie to the Nets. So what should
Who's
we bet?
taking one?
Give me something to bet.
We can't bet dinner.
You can't bet dinner because
already
he owes me a dinner.
No, you owe me. a
I
dinner.
owe him a dinner. So
That you know what he
What
owes
can we
me,
bet?
Mister. You know what he owes me a dinner from? The McGregor Mayweather fight.
you know what I want?
Who chose who?
I had Mayweather. He took McGregor.
Why would you take my group?
I know.
Why would you take what?
I was on the one shot rule, I thought the one shot gamble,
With a
Punch
bigger-
him.
With the hammer punches, right?
Huh?
With the hammer punches, right?
Just one shot.
Yeah, with a glove double the size that he's used to. That made a lot of sense.
Okay, so here's what I want.
Go ahead.
I want a RJ Barrett jersey. I want a Kevin Durant Knick jersey. That's what I want when I win my 2. It's going to be whoever wins 2 of 3. There's 3 things.
2 or 3.
2 of 3.
Okay. All right. You get
So that's
two
what I
jerseys.
want. I get 2 jerseys.
They could be from China, right?
Sure.
Because that's like $20.
That's okay.
All
As long
right.
as they're a Durant jersey.
And I'll take dinner at Steve's.
In Rutherford?
Yeah.
Route 3.
Route 3.
17.
17. All dinner, drinks, whatever. All right.
You're our witness.
So now we have. I want to bet. I have the Mets under 500, 500 or under, right?
Yes.
And now
This
we have
year?
This year.
This year.
Obviously this year, yeah.
500.
What's their record right now?
I think they're like
Two or three under.
So let me just get Luke before we go with Luke. Any football?
Wait, bro, real quick, Kurt. I think I owe you lunch.
It was something.
Didn't you say Golden State in Game 5?
I think it was Golden State game. I did.
I
It
owe
was
you lunch.
something. It was something.
Yeah. What would you like?
Crumb cake.
Oh boy.
From where?
No, some kind of pizza.
ShopRite crumb
Some
cake.
kind of pizza. How was that crumb cake that we gave you?
Dude, it was
Mets are only
amazing.
Mets are only one game under right now.
One game under? Okay.
They're gonna
But
win. The Mets will get that. Mets will get about 500.
We'll see.
They'll get about 500. I'll win that one too. But I'm worried about these two because these two are more to the heart. These two are when he
You know
talks
what?
Knicks,
Wait a minute.
it's to the
You
heart.
get 2 jerseys. I get 1 dinner.
Yeah.
I want one other thing.
What?
I get to take 1 picture down.
Okay. Only
One
one.
picture.
Only one.
But you have to rip it up. You have to rip
Nah,
up
I don't agree to that.
1 picture on the Nick wall.
No, you know what? No.
I wouldn't pick
I'm
it.
going to make a stipulation on that right now.
What?
I will
wouldn't pick
agree
a
on that.
newspaper.
I will agree on that. But that one is only Durant because that's the one I'm more confident.
Okay.
Durant.
So if Durant
Right.
don't sign,
Right.
that's part of it. If I win the other 2, I don't get to do it.
But Durant, put it this way, Durant bets on its own, Luke. If I get Durant, I'm getting a jersey.
Sure.
That's it.
Okay, here's what we'll do. If I win the 2 other ones, if you get Durant, I only get dinner.
Right.
If I get Durant in the mix, I get a picture.
Yes. Anyone.
No. I
Just the
won't.
paper.
I won't do the
Oh,
paper
'cause they're hard to get.
Because they're hard to get.
Right.
I'll pick something that you could possibly replace.
Okay.
Because I'm not,
Deal.
you know.
Deal.
All right.
So go on that.
We got 13 minutes.
All right, Lukey, we're gonna go. Thank you for
Thank
All
you
right.
for calling
Thank
out,
you.
coming on.
Great host. Great host. Great guest.
You were the
Great
host.
guest.
Guys, I think we should do this again next week. This was a great time. I loved it.
Absolutely.
We'll be here.
Sis said he's in for dinner. We'll be here. Pizza, Luke. I gotta come up with a pizza place.
Go to the pizza place we went to. Right
Oh,
on this
Roses.
road.
Oh, no.
Not
Roses.
Roses.
Roses. Luke, Roses and Garfield.
Don't eat it.
Don't listen to him. Best
eat it.
pizza you will ever
You'll
have.
take
Roses and Garfield?
Roses and Garfield. Best
All right,
Sicilian pizza you will ever have.
We'll see. But all right, guys. I will talk to you guys next week. Have a wonderful
Let's see.
night.
Thanks for coming on.
Trust
for
the
coming on.
process. Go Sixers. Go Eagles. Have a great night.
All right.
All
All right.
right.
So what do you got left? 10 minutes.
We got a problem because we got the Blues are beating the Bruins.
What did I predict?
You predicted Boston.
No, I did not.
I guess they didn't get Poppy out.
I had the
Sis
Blues.
said he's in for dinner.
Well, okay.
Steve's.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I gotta tell you a great, real quick. It'll take me a minute. A great Jenny Hoop story about Steve's. We went to Steve's. Now Steve's is salt.
Right.
Okay. So when I go, we gotta get through. Okay, you gotta have this.
You pour it on.
No.
You don't get
What
it.
I did was, I ordered mine. I'll take my steak extra well done. I'll take the Maggie
to the
sauce
side.
on the side.
Right.
What is Jenny Hoops?
Right
do?
on it.
Put it right on.
That's what I do.
The next day, I can't get my ring on. Just,
I get it.
just instant.
Hey, I get it. I get it right on.
So next time, the moral, she's gonna be going on the side. You can't have that on. You can't eat
got
that.
it. That's why you go there.
So you know what? I'm giving you the floor. Take the floor.
No, I don't need the.
Take the floor.
Did you? You didn't watch the wrestling?
I
this week?
didn't watch wrestling. It's DVR'd. I gotta watch it.
Man, you gotta watch it before the show.
I'll watch it.
From now on, you gotta watch it. Before
I will
the show.
watch it.
I watch Raw and SmackDown in like an hour.
Well, I DVR and watch it.
It's really bad. There's really not much going on. They said when they go to Fox, they're gonna have a new logo for SmackDown, and they're gonna have a Fox Sports 1 show.
What about the other one? What is it? The
What?
Cody Rhodes.
I read about stuff. It's just
I'll tell you this.
AEW.
Yep. It says Jenny Hoops saying you told Jenny Hoops she had to have it on to experience the real
That's
thing.
right.
Oh, that's the real thing.
That
But
is.
is that a one and done?
No.
No. The way to have it like that.
That's how I have it all the time.
All the time?
All the time.
What do you think Jenny Hoops should do next time? On the side?
She should have it the way she had it the first time.
Yeah?
Listen, you go to
She
certain.
said she also had heart palpitation on the way home. She did.
You gotta
She did that
go
night.
to certain places and accept certain things.
Like, name 3 food-wise.
You go there, you get the.
I mean, name 3. Okay,
Um,
so Steve's.
I'm trying to. I don't go out to eat much.
Like, are you a big hot grill with the fries with gravy?
Everything.
So fries with
I
gravy?
get everything.
Okay, so that's
You
another
go to
one.
Hot Grill, I get everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. Walking into a place, if you're gonna go to Hot Grill and say, "Give me hot dog plain," you should go somewhere else.
That's what I do.
I know that. You know, yeah, I know. But like when we go to Leone's, you don't go to Leone's for not Italian food.
I get chicken parm.
You get chicken soup. You get chicken parm without the parm.
Why do they serve it?
I understand they have
why
it.
are they serving
But
it?
me going in there, I want the Italian stuff. I want like homemade. You're going and getting chicken parm without the
Well,
parm.
who said chicken soup's not Italian?
It's you got stars in your soup, Kurt.
It's not stars, is it?
I think it is.
Oh, hi. They're good stars.
I know. What do we have? What's that? The 2.
No, it's
Oh,
just a
okay.
tag. Just a tag. One Frenchie one, sis is saying.
What's that?
That's one Frenchie one in Hot Grill.
Oh,
Never heard of them when they
no.
order fries?
Here's what I
One
hear.
Frenchie one.
Here's what I hear. I don't know, and I get the right food.
That's it.
I don't know what they're saying.
You know the new thing, by the way, this is totally off topic, and if Jenny Hoops is watching, she can chime in. You know the new thing now when you go out for food?
What?
This happens 3 times now.
What?
We went to Olive Garden. You ready?
Okay.
Usually in the past, hi, how are you? Good, good. What would you like?
Yeah.
What would you like?
That's right.
And we take everything down. The new thing, we don't do notes. So it's, okay, what would you like? I want chicken parm, no cheese, fries with gravy, chicken soup, and you, I'll take the chicken, whatever.
Sure.
What did you want again? You wanted the chicken parm.
See, I
Write
get-
it down.
No.
Write it down.
I don't get
And then
that.
there's always errors. What came out? Chicken parm with cheese, onions. It doesn't work. Why would you do that?
I've had that experience where it worked.
But why would you do that? What's the new?
It's-
Oh wait, what's the new idea about
It's you're trying to show the patron that you're sophisticated.
But shouldn't it be about accuracy and what
But
you got
the
right?
people you hire are supposed to be able to do that.
Well, I just don't get it.
I understand.
Here, don't write it down equals don't get the correct order. It's true.
Go to Rose's and get your pizza.
Well, Rose's Sicilian and Rose's new thing, homemade chicken soup.
Of course.
Oh,
You're crazy.
you know what I'm gonna do tomorrow?
What?
You know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? And Sis knows, because Sis is gonna work out. Sis said go somewhere else. Exactly. Don't go to those places anymore. You ready?
Yeah.
Because you can't have, like, say we want to have dinner 6 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You can't get the slices of pizza at 4 o'clock because it's cold, it's not good. So what do? You get the Rose's dough. Jenny Hoop slaps on just the sauce. What a pizza. Sis loves that pizza.
That pizza-
But Sis is right.
that pizza's
Go
nice.
somewhere. So let me ask you something. If this happened, this is a personal
If this
question.
happened
now.
to me.
No, if it happened, if you go to a place, but are you picky? You're pretty picky.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you want boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
Okay, for show, we're not going to write anything down. Okay, sir. Then before they go, did you want a hamburger or a cheeseburger?
Okay.
Oh, you wanted the hamburger.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
You come back with a cheeseburger.
Yes.
With pickles.
Yes.
With ketchup.
Yes.
Sis is saying go somewhere else.
Nope.
Do you come back?
I do this. You know what I do? I say, come here. What I order? Show your pizza back to me. I said, well, that's not what this is, or
That's not what I ordered.
that's not what I ordered. And I say, how come you didn't write it down? And I'll say,
Let me ask you this.
Let me-
Will you eat that food, though, coming back out?
no. You
Because
don't
I'm
make
going to tell you this. That food coming back out is not going to be, I'm going to put a smile on my face and help you out
No.
there, Mr. Briggs.
I will call the manager over.
But you're not eating there.
I'm not eating there.
Okay.
I would say, listen, I'm not paying for this. If you're not going to write it down,
Do you go back?
if it's the Olive Garden, no, because
You don't care about that.
it'd be a whim that I go there in the first place. But if it's a restaurant that I like to go to, I'd go back. You know, but
Okay, you go back.
Same one?
No, 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 not even someone else. There they go with no books.
I won't go back after that.
So you're giving it 2 shots.
I'll give 2 shots. But I'm going to be very sarcastic when the food comes out wrong. You know me. I'll just ask them questions. This is what I ordered?
Right.
You know,
But I just don't get it. What's so your attitude is for show. We're gonna show our people we don't need books anymore. We don't need to write it down.
I think it's more of a more sophisticated look that they're going
right.
for.
That's what I'm saying.
Does it work with everyone? No. You'll get now the next table might have some guy or girl
Might know
boom,
everything
boom,
right
boom,
after
boom, boom.
right.
You know, but no, if I get something wrong, they're not going to want to serve me again.
So I'm getting Rose's pizza from Luke.
Okay.
I'm getting pizza dough from Rose's.
Where do you get the cheese from?
I don't do cheese.
That's right.
If she make no, I'll
We
eat
do cheese at Rose's.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying when Hoops makes it, we just do it like sort of like La Sicilia style.
I don't like that.
You never
It's
had it.
too plain. I've had just, yeah. All right, you got 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
All right. Are we doing video next week?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the website?
So it's going to be on Slingo TV. And I'm going to make you a promise
Slingo.
right now.
That's not what you
You
said.
ready? We will have a website up by our next show.
We got a, yeah? We got a website up?
Jenny Hoops, get on that website.
You know
Jenny
what?
Hoops.
You're not even
Shh,
doing
shh,
it.
shh. Jenny Hoops, get on that web. No, I'm doing it.
You know what we do?
I'm doing it.
Let's get feedback of what should be on the website. From
Yeah, we got to get pictures.
No, but as we do the show the next couple weeks, we'll get ideas what should be on the website.
Okay, good.
You know what I mean? Let's get
Leave,
some
leave some Facebook posts.
interactive
You know?
stuff. So
This is the question of where is Kenny tonight?
Yo's probably beating them up. They're going over MMA physically.
Practicing
Yeah,
it?
I think so.
Practicing
I
it?
think so.
So website?
Website, hopefully, we'll get videos involved. We'll get pictures of the walls. Mr. Elway?
Let me just ask you this right now. If you could change your mind,
Yeah.
but just say worst case scenario right now. You want to really, you win the bet
What one would I pick?
right now.
Right
Again,
this second.
subject to change.
Subject to change. And I said I won't pick a newspaper.
You said you won't pick a newspaper. Thank you for that.
And my first pick would have been a newspaper.
Which one?
Believe it. Latrell
I
Speedway.
got tons of those. You can take that.
Oh, you do? Then
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
I'd have to look. I'd have to look.
But are you going for more player or a headline?
I'm going for the headline that makes the least sense of actually what happened.
So
So something like with the Houston one, bring on Houston, something where it's like you got embarrassed at the end.
right.
You know what I mean? Because none of these are victories, so.
Oh, sure they are.
No,
See you
no,
Sunday's
no,
a
no, no,
victory.
no. None championship victory.
Okay.
Championship.
Well, they're all not championship ones. If it's a first round matchup,
Like,
why would it be a
I had
championship?
two old Knicks Chicago looking for the kill.
Right.
Like,
That was a false one. That one didn't
yeah,
pan out.
you're right.
But at the time,
Knicks by KO. I don't know who. I can't see.
that
it
was
from
the
here.
Knicks beating the Celtics.
Okay, well that's not.
We did KO them.
Yeah, but how'd that go after that? See, it's Miller's
See,
time.
now
Keep
that's the
that.
one you really should do.
The kill.
No Bulls, Knicks will win it all.
Well, that's the same, right?
That was sprayed.
Right. Now I gotta look.
So let's get one more time before our fair. We in separate bets we got Kevin Durant.
No, same bet.
Same bet.
Different stakes.
Right. So the three in the bet are
Durant.
Carmelo to the Knicks, Durant to the Knicks, Kyrie to
To the
Brooklyn.
Knicks, Brooklyn.
Okay.
2 of 3 will happen.
2 of 3 is the bigger bet. The
It's the
dinner
bigger bet.
But the
If
Durant is separate.
Durant's separate on the victory side. If I get Durant, you're getting the jerseys either way.
Right. I mean, it's possible I get a jersey, but you get dinner.
Right.
That's possible.
And it's possible that you get Durant and Barrett jersey, right? Is that who you wanted?
Right.
And I just get
No, if I get Barrett and Durant,
You
you're
win.
getting nothing.
I get nothing.
You get nothing.
right. But
Right.
I could
But
get
it is possible that you can get dinner.
dinner
You can rip
and
off a
picture.
magazine,
No.
but I still get the Durant
You
jersey.
still get the Durant jersey. But
Oh no no.
no.
The Durant, it's the
But by
Durant
the way,
jersey.
no.
or you rip it up.
No. I don't rip it up. You rip it up.
Right, but you
I pick it.
pick it.
So, yes.
I'm gonna have to change it if God forbid something happens.
All
you
right.
rip up ones that don't
That's
count.
the show.
Rip the ones that don't count.
I'm not going to tell you.
No, I'm saying I'll just switch them all out to ones that don't.
Oh,
count. So if you make me want to rip
I
them
already
off,
know what's up there.
no, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do.
You think so?
Yeah.
You have one right now, though. Right now.
Right now,
Early prediction.
I'm looking at the greatest. Right there. The greatest viewing.
That's a newspaper.
I know. But what's more important, newspapers or Sports Illustrated's? See? You come up next week, you have that answer.
It's either one or other. I can't say to you. Honestly, I'd rather you rip up a magazine because I can always find.
Okay.
I can always get a magazine online.
All right. Let's
right.
end the show now.
Great show.
Man, 2 hours. We didn't even get a break.
I know. We don't need a break.
I know.
Thank Luke for coming on. Sister saying throw it to Pizzari, Coach Gibbs, one of our great players at Ramapo.
All right.
Thank Luke. Thank all our comments.
Thanks, yeah, it's great. See you next week.
Get it going.
Hopefully, same bat time, same bat channel.
Next Wednesday. And then next Thursday night.
Oh, yeah.
And then 6. Then
Next week,
6 o'clock.
top 10 prediction in the NBA draft we have to have.
Yes, mock draft.
10. Not
Top
going
10?
the whole-
Okay, yeah,
whole
good.
draft.
All right.
All right.
See you guys later.
Next week.